Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be driving through the Bogwalk Gorge. We have exited because we went through the toll plaza, the Highway 2000 in Angels. So we are now going to drive through the Bogwalk Gorge. So at this intersection, if we turn left, we'll go into Spanish Town. As the sign says, Spanish Town, Old Harbor. We turn right, we're going into the Bogwalk Gorge, and when we drive through the Bogwalk Gorge, we'll go over Flatbridge. So if you turn right, you go to Dam Head and Kent Village. So we are in the parish of St. Catherine. And one thing you're going to notice as we drive towards the north coast is that the roads on this side of the island are much better than the roads on the south coast of Jamaica. Much better roads. Alright, so we're now going to enter the Bogwalk Gorge. And this gorge is very unique. The Flatbridge is the oldest bridge in Jamaica, and it's the oldest bridge in the Western Hemisphere. It was built back in I think the 1500s or the 1600s, and it's a very unique bridge. But you'll see it. We'll talk more about it as we get there. So the Bogwalk Gorge now, on the left you have hills, hilly terrain, rock terrain, and on the right you have the river, the Rio Cobra River. So it's a very narrow road that we have to drive on, and the bridge actually is so narrow that it's single lane traffic. So recently the government, when it rains, this road becomes very dangerous. One, rocks will fall from the hill on the left, and two, the water in the Rio Cobra will rise and cover the road. So you see here now they have some gates. Here are the metal gates. Okay. So the government has a system now that whenever it rains heavily or the water rises to a certain point, they close the gates and they lock it. So you cannot use the gorge because it's not safe. That's why that system was put in. Now recently, some persons were caught on video trying to break the locks off the gate. They actually broke the locks off the gate just so that they can drive on the road. And now when other motorists come along and see the gate open, they are just going to drive on the road thinking it's safe, because the system, everybody knows, is once the gate is locked, that's too dangerous to use a gorge. So these persons came along, broke the padlocks off the gate, opened the gates and drove into the gorge. Now, people live around the area, but there are other ways for persons to get to their homes. And when the gorge is closed, it's very inconvenient. I mean, it has happened many times where cars break down on Flatbridge. We actually have a video of a Flatbridge being blocked by a trailer. So there's no way you can pass it. So you have to turn around. Now there are two alternate routes. One is to take the highway, but you have to go all the way back to Linstead to get the highway, or you have to go all the way back to Angels to get the highway. And the highway is a toll road, so you have to pay to use it. Or you can go over Sligoville, which is a hill, and it's an awful drive. Tedious drive. It takes forever because you're going over the hill. So the shortest way is actually through the gorge, but when it's closed, you're not supposed to use it. So the persons didn't want to use any other alternate route, so they went ahead and broke the locks off the gorge. Anyway, they were caught on video, so the police eventually found them and charged them, or took them in, because what they did was very dangerous. Alright, so this, you can see on the left the hills, the rocks, and on the right the river. a sign that shows that we're approaching the bridge, and it's a single lane bridge. Alright, so here is the bridge, and then after we go over the bridge, we'll talk more about it. So the bridge is controlled by this stoplight because, as we said, it's a single lane bridge. If you notice, there are no rails on the bridge. Alright, so that bridge was built back when Jamaica was a colony and the persons in Jamaica were slaves. So slaves actually built that bridge hundreds of years ago, and the bridge still stands till today. They've put rails on it in the past, but as calm as you see this river on the left, when it rains heavily, it covers the flat bridge and it washed away the rails. So they don't bother put any rails back on it. But what I think they need to do, and persons have said it in the comments, they need to build another bridge, a higher bridge. Leave the flat bridge as is for historic reasons, but they need to build another bridge. The one that's higher and safer, because unfortunately cars have gone off that bridge. And as we said, when that bridge is blocked, there's nothing you can do but turn around and find an alternate route or wait. And it's very difficult when the bridge is blocked to get heavy equipment into the gorge because the road is so narrow and you have traffic piled up on one side. Very tedious. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.